Getting your
Gotta
green
get my
juice
green,
in.
gotta get my green in, okay? Gotta get my green in while I'm making green,
Oh,
okay?
yes. Keep it right. Keep it tight for the ladies, period.
Yeah. What's up, Queen? How you doing? How you been?
I am so good. And you know what? I always fan out when I talk to you, Omarion. I am your Chicago stand here.
Hey,
So, anytime I get the chance to chop it up with you, just know it's a lot of blushing going on over here. So just excuse me, okay?
it's all love. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. You always have great energy, so it's love.
You. Thank you. So let's just get into it, man. Congratulations, first of all, on everything. I mean, the book. You getting your author thing on. You got
Okay.
the tour going to the UK. Like, we love to see it. How does it feel after everything that's been going on? How does it feel to still be out here just grinding?
It's a beautiful thing, I'm so grateful and I'm always humbled, by new opportunities because, in all actuality, that's what it's about for an artist. I know a lot of people always get, kind of caught up in, the heights of certain success, but as an artist, being in the position that I'm in, to be able to have different successes and new opportunities to be able to do things I haven't done before, is what I look forward to. So yeah, I feel good. I'm in great spirits. I'm feeling excellent.
I mean, the unbothered glow is absolutely always there. And speaking of that, let's talk about the book. What are people getting from this book, Unbothered?
The title is Unbothered, The Power of Choosing Joy. And I've been working on this for over like the last year and a half.
Mhm.
And basically, you're getting journal prompts, you're getting mantras, you're essentially getting, um, the way in which I conducted myself throughout all of my, you know, public, experiences, um, I'm really giving the audience, the truth about how to acclimate, your life into, just being emotionally mature and how beneficial it is for you, and how non-beneficial it is for you, when you give away your power. So this book kind of, speaks to that journey. It also, lends to some stories and some perspectives that I have never shared.
Okay.
Um, and it's what I would consider like a spiritual slash health self book.
Okay.
And unlike, usually when artists put out book, it's an autobiographical. This is definitely a how to, what I'm saying, throughout my journey, to the audience, let y'all know, hey, this is real, this is not
Yeah.
fake. Being unbothered doesn't mean that, you just completely shut off your emotions and, you know, just disregard how you feel. No, it's actually dealing with your emotions. It's actually checking in with yourself. It's
Mhm.
actually, being able to keep your power and recognize the importance of you responding to things instead of reacting.
Okay, and see, already dropping gems because I'm out here trying to practice the unbothered life. Oh, but sometimes,
Oh yeah.
I be trying to jump out of character. But you know what? I'm definitely going to read the book. Definitely going to pick up some of those tips that you've been living by because we see it as a testament to your career and your longevity in the industry, right? So many people who are child stars or start out at a young age, they have went crazy. They have drug addicts and all type of stuff.
Oh what?
Yeah, it's bad out here. And I saw a lot of them at the Versus battle. But yes,
Yeah, they was in the building that night.
okay, it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, let's get into this Versus battle, man. Everybody's been talking about it since it went down.
Yeah.
As a crazy Omarion fan, I was in LA for BET Awards, so I got a chance to actually be in the building that night.
Right.
And when I say it was chaotic, it was
Woo.
super chaotic. Like, I don't know, Ray J whole family was in the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop every season. It was just a lot going
It
on.
was.
Um, Overall, what do you think about it? Like, just what was your takeaway?
Well, this is the first time that I'm ever speaking about it. I am an artist that, I don't have excuses. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, you really, anytime you're on stage, you are vulnerable. You're vulnerable to, bad sound. You're vulnerable to, I mean, you saw the mayhem that, went on that night.
Yeah.
I think that, like aside from all of the negativity, that was kind of, just mustered and stirred, at that particular time, I think that there was a onus and, a genuine, happiness for me to be there and to be able to, perform. I don't think it went the way that I, wanted it to go,
Mhm.
but I would say, in life, things don't happen to you, they happen for you, and this really just kind of allowed me, to see where, I want to make some changes where, what people I want to associate myself with, for future business, but all in all, I felt like it was a great experience and I wouldn't take nothing back.
I mean, it was actually to me it was legendary, right? Because it's always gonna go down in the versus history. You got,
Yeah.
Ray J couldn't get one wish out, and I love Ray,
Yeah.
but it was just a lot happening in that building that night. And,
Yeah.
people were talking about your performance, obviously. How do
Yeah.
you feel about that? Because you've been doing this for 22 years. So you had one night where it wasn't
Right.
what it usually is.
Right.
How do you feel about that and everything that people had to say? And then how do you feel like you recover from that?
Well, I mean, there was some things, that the audience, doesn't inherently understand, especially about sound and especially about, just the technical aspects of being able to put on a great performance, and, I always thought to myself, like, oh, if I get an opportunity to speak about it, do I want to tell them that, we didn't have a sound check, or are they going to be like, well, that don't have nothing to do with it, or, did I tell them that, in the beginning, of the verses that, usually we would have, somebody representing my sound, but actually Mario's people were representing the sound in the beginning, so, there kind of could have been some level of sabotage, there, but it's like, does it really matter? Does great performers, not have off days? Do great performers not have, videos that you can, it's all a part of it, especially when you've been doing it for 22 years. You know, I just, I take it on the chin, just like, in any other experience that I've had to deal with publicly, and I see where there's room for improvement, and I just keep it moving. We got some more shows coming up. We got so many other opportunities for me to really display, my talent and skill on the level that it is, doing this for 22 years, you can't fake 22 years.
Period.
You
Yeah.
can't all of a sudden, like, I'm no Millie Vanilli, what I'm saying? Like, you could just go listen back to those records, from once I start at, you know, 15 to now, you know what I mean? And, we got some more new music displaying, the new levels. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I think it was unfortunate that, like, my sound did sound the way it did sound,
Mhm.
because I wouldn't say that it was like just really like all the way bad, you know what I mean? Even though we got the sound to sound better mid show,
Right.
so after, like, you get closer to O and Tank and all of those, the sound was sounding good. And like you can vouch, it was sounding different there than
Yeah.
it
Right.
was in the feed, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But to answer your question, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what the skills, we know what the levels are. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working at this for so many years, and I love it, and it's a passion of mine. And for those people that appreciate Omarion and have been to several performances, they know. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Um, and it might be an opportunity to just, sit there and stand to sing. Like how everybody. I mean, because when I think about it, it's like, what is versus? Versus is really about the music, and if we talking about catalog, there is no one on, on the verses, that were a part of the verses that have more songs than I do. You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it became a singing contest all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And that's just like, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I could stand there and hold the mic, even though that's not what I do. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You are a performer.
Like I said, all in all, it was a great opportunity, and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to work out in your favor, because I think you just have good intentions. So, and
That's
that's
what
the
it
thing.
is. Now see,
Yeah,
that's what saves you in any situation. It's
yeah,
good intentions. It's like, yo, I came here to, you feel me? And if it don't, oh, okay, well, hey, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
All
like
I could do is
from.
bring my,
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just saying, all I could do is bring my good vibes. You know
Come
what I'm saying?
on. Yes,
That's
like
it.
you're from the Omarion challenge. Like all this stuff just be happening
Right.
organically and working out for your favor in the end. So,
Exactly.
I'm gonna just tell you this. One thing I don't want you to change about your stage set is that damn watermelon. Okay. I don't care what they said. Oh, I don't care who was mad or who didn't like that, but
Yeah.
don't I like that. So please don't take that out. Okay.
Well, I will say that, the watermelon segment was for the ladies, like
Yes.
fellas, like it wasn't for you, bros. You know
Right.
what I mean? That was for the ladies. And also, it give you an opportunity, fellas, if you don't know where to
Hmm.
start with fruit.
Come on.
And it's also a beautiful thing for you to share with your lady, because if she likes fruit, it don't have to be watermelon. It could be cantaloupe, whatever your lady likes, but you need to practice to make sure when
Period.
it's time, you know what you're doing. You know
Yes. Yes. So please don't take that out the show. Okay.
what
Now, everybody was on the blogs yesterday talking about Orion started a OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Is there one coming for you? Because if so, I'm ready. I got my debit card, baby. What we doing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that there is another aspect to OnlyFans that, I guess gets overshadowed by, I guess all of the sex worker users, you know what I'm saying? But for myself, you know, yeah, I don't know that I would particularly want to share, with the audience and me, what I mean, doing my thing. I think the bedroom is a little, you know, I
Right.
mean, we don't have no, I don't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got the gray sweats on. I got you. You feel me? I'll come through with the gray sweats, water, we get sexy, you know what I'm saying?
So,
But there's some things that we want to, keep
yes.
private. So
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, whenever you're ready, though. Anyway,
okay.
you got the documentary coming out soon, and looking at the trailer and just being a B2K stan from way back when. Obviously, I know a lot of the history with you and the guys, and I recently talked to raz-b not too long ago.
Okay.
What can fans expect from this documentary? Because it's finally you speaking from your point of view about
Yeah.
the B2K situation.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you?
Well, it's a 5-part docu series.
Okay.
And it's not a B2K story per se. Obviously, that's the genesis of my, experience, you know what I mean? And for a long time I didn't know how to honor that because it wasn't something that was positive for me. Everybody that's connected to that time in that era, it was not a positive experience for me. So moving on, you know, uh, was important, but going back and realizing, certain things, not just about what I contributed to the journey, but just, my experience from child prodigy to teen heartthrob, to transition into the master of my destiny. I think the importance, of this docu-series really just gives, a keen insight to my journey and to my perspective. And the thing about B2K, which a lot of people don't understand, is that we were kids. Our relationships, our brotherhood, certain things that was, you know, um, happening. I think it's one of the most important aspects of my journey.
Yeah.
So, the omega, the gift and the curse, and that's what the gift and the curse is just being able to really see the lessons and the blessings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And sometimes, in life, things are not what you think they are. And I've never really spoken about it. So I'm happy to share my perspective and give a blow by blow to, what happened, what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and why things are the way that they are now.
Yeah.
Because yes, we can't take responsibility as man at this particular point in time, but why did it happen? Why are we here today? And I think that that's important for my fans and the audience to understand, you know,
Yeah.
um, because it was many a nights in the studio and nobody else was there, just
Mhm.
me. You know what I'm saying? And for a long time, I didn't step into that position. I didn't step into that role of, wait a minute, do y'all realize, you
Mhm.
know, like all of the effort and hard work and how hard it was for me to continue on to keep going through. And that's something that I know people don't really understand about artists, is you know the things that lead up to getting to the stage, the
Right.
things that happen, the pressure, what I'm saying, that
Mhm.
happens to just doing something you love,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I want everybody to tune in. They
Yeah.
can go to Omarion worldwide.com to learn, because this is special. I don't do anything traditional. I
Mhm.
like to be a trendsetter. So y'all go to omarionworldwide.com and we'll let y'all know where y'all could check out that first episode that's dropping 7/21. So
Okay. Yes, I can't wait. I'll definitely be watching. And it was, as a fan of the group, it kind of hurt my feelings when they started with you when they weren't on the second leg of the Millennium Tour, right? We saw the fallout on social media, the shade and all that type of stuff. But it
right.
really pissed me off once the verses happened. The guys were the first people waiting to kind of drag you.
Yeah.
Why they so mad at you at this point? Like,
I
you
mean,
did the reunion. Justin Timberlake won't give NSYNC the time of day. But you was nice. You did the reunion, helped people get money, did love and hip hop. Why are they still mad at you? Like, it's weird.
yeah, I mean, I think I would really credit that to, this particular person, this particular person that when you watch the docu, we get into that, this particular person that really, I say forced us to be brothers, but, secret, secret, hater, secret,
Mhm.
what's the word that I would like to use? Um, Yeah, it's like, call somebody your brother, and do certain things, what I'm saying?
Right,
But it was like that was a part of the group, it was like, y'all gotta be in sync, y'all gotta, what I'm saying?
right.
Um, so I would actually put the game, I would put the whole game, after the verses, because it wasn't just B2K, no artist
Right.
came, no artist was like, hold up, y'all. No artist, what I'm saying, was like, hold up, y'all. Y'all saying Omarion can't sing? That's a joke. That's
Mhm.
a joke. You know what I mean? Like everybody, had jokes. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it ain't. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Okay.
And we gonna continue on just, telling the truth, what I mean, and sharing the perspective so people could understand, why O don't want to do certain things and why O is not obligated to do certain things.
Mhm.
Even the tour, like y'all gonna see in that docu, y'all gonna be like, how did you do this? Oh, why did you do this? Oh, what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, dealing with some of the things that Raz is still dealing with, the things that he has not faced and been able to heal himself from, the things that, the other members avoid speaking about, the things that they haven't dealt with, you know, um,
Mhm.
and this is really all about healing, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, for me, what I'm saying. And I wish that to everyone, I hope that after this docu, even though with the first trailer looking the way it looks, like this is information driven. This is not just salacious in the love and hip hop TV kind of way. This is not in the Zeus kind of way. This is not that kind of content. You know what I'm saying? This is heart and soul. This is passion. This is rise and fall. This is what makes a great story and a good life, if you're able to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I respect that about you. That even all the things you went over, but you did not specify the demons that they may be dealing with and things like that, where they're so quick to kind of expose that about you.
Right.
When Fizz came to you with the apology that we saw on stage, did you feel that was sincere?
Um, yeah and no, because it was something that he recognized that he should do as a man, but I don't know if, he really knew that's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's things that come with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you apologize, your actions have to actually speak after that. You know what I'm saying? That's what a true apology is. You know what I'm saying? But when it's bullshit, it look how it look. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Okay. And we
you know,
see how it looks. There
I
we go.
mean, I don't know. I would never put myself in that position. I would never apologize to somebody and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, you
Yeah.
know.
All of that, and you just keep going. I mean, and that's what we really admire about you. I'm so excited to see all the things you got coming up in this season, the book, the documentary, more music.
Oh,
Then what, this UK tour, are you
yeah.
excited about that? What's going on?
Yeah, so we've postponed it a few times, coming off of COVID and everything. So, I was hoping that we were going to be able to do some type of run there, but as of right now, it's just a one-off. And I mean, the UK, to be able to touch the fans over there and just around the world, they deserve this, and they deserved it on the first Millennium tour, but this docu will give you context as to why that didn't happen. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we can't wait to get out there. I mean, wireless this week, has
yeah,
been going crazy. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So for us to be able to bring that nostalgia feel, it's been a minute since I've been over there. So I'm truly excited to see the UK fans in it. Yeah.
Yes, I know they're ready for it. And I know you're a busy man, so I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. But how's fatherhood? How the babies doing? How's that?
Oh, well, the babies is on summer break right now. So, what we do usually, well, this is the first year that we're doing this, but May is in gymnastics, Mega's in karate. They both in karate and kickboxing.
Okay, they both
So yeah,
have. I see. Okay.
summers are for fun and discipline. So, they're
Yeah.
going camping next week. So yeah, they're fine. They're just growing up just so beautifully, and my kids are truly just a joy for me because my daughter is so funny
Yeah.
and my son is just very intelligent, so it's a joy to be around them. Yeah.
Yeah, we love watching you in daddy mode. So keep that content coming. Outside of that, what do you do on a day when you just not working? Like, what are you doing? What do you do to have fun? What is the day like with
Well, it depends. It depends if I'm like done with work, you know what I mean, or if I like have some projects where it's like time for me to take pause. Like over the last few years, I've been working on the book, I've been working on the docu, I've been working on the album. So I'm not really a person that has off time.
Yeah.
Even off time is still like, I might go somewhere and invite some lady friends and invite some friends in general and just have a good time. But I'm like a super chill person, you know what I mean? But I still like adventure, you know what I'm saying? So, a day, a chill day would still probably look like, some form of like, body meditation, whether that be dance, whether that be hike, whether that be going on the bike, or, maybe beachside. You know what I'm saying? It depends, you know what I'm saying? Like what the vibe is. But for the most part, it's just doing something that is easeful,
Yeah.
maybe a massage, just real chill things, because as being in this business,
Yeah.
is like hot and cold. You know what I mean? It's like one day you could be chilling and the next day is, the whole internet is turning on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you got to be able to just be the same with both. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. All right. Well, last question. I want to get this off because I saw this meme going around, and it was
Uh-huh.
talking about you signed with Young Money,
Hmm.
and something about you leaked the record. Is there any truth to that?
No, that's not what happened.
Okay. Can you
Yeah, so
clarify? Because I was like, that don't even sound right.
yeah, no, that's not what happened. Actually, shout out to Mac Main and Lil Wayne. At the time, I was making a transition from, my solo deal
Mhm.
over at Sony at that time. And, I was just thinking about, being independent, or either aligning with the crew, because that's kind of where I came from.
Right.
In the beginning, it wasn't just me, it was like, a whole crew.
Gee, it was a whole,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It was groups, we was putting the groups together, and, that aspect, of my career, I missed that, what I'm saying? So, me and Wayne, we did a song called Comfort, and, the mutual respect was just crazy. What I'm saying? Like, as far as the talent and skill. And, I remember I was coming to, Miami, vibing, with Young Money. I'm like, yo, what's up? We doing, oh, Young Money. I met Drake.
Yeah.
That's actually how Bria's interlude came together. It
Mm.
was during that time that, me and Wayne was discussing me being part of Young Money. And the thing that I loved about Wayne's creativity and his outlook on, the business was, it was just like, hey, do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna give you but and essentially that's what every artist wants, what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I signed the Young Money, and the issue that happened was that I remember I was supposed to get uh the first installment, for my budget, and when it was time for my lawyer to speak with his lawyer, with Wayne's lawyer, Wayne was on vacation, and I had to wait for a check, and that was the issue for me. And the
Right.
reason why it was an issue for me is because, I just never worked, with having to wait for anybody. And I think at that point in time, like I definitely like needed the money, for something. It was like, hold on, wait, what?
Right.
Yeah, I can't do this, and when I talked to Mac Main and when I talked to Wayne, we definitely had some words, with each other. We went back and forth, and it was it was my choice to move on. And I gotta shout out Wayne because he did say something in our disagreement, because we was going back and forth, and he was saying that, I won't ever be as successful as I want to be with the representation that I had. And that was the truth at that time. You know what I'm saying? Um, so things happen for a reason, but it wasn't because of leaked song or anything. You know what I mean? It was just because of the way the business was being handled. You know what I'm saying? But since then, it's no harm, no foul. It's all love. I've seen Wayne since then. I haven't seen him in many years, but I seen Mac Main, and it's always love. You know what I'm saying? People have differences. That doesn't mean, that you don't continue to, build a relationship and have respect for them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's what happened.
See, I'm glad we had this conversation because as the president of the Omarion fan club, we gotta clarify some things. So thank you so
Okay.
much,
Yeah.
for taking this time to chat with me. Always picking up when I reach out. I appreciate that. And I
Right.
just wish you so much success. And
Thank you.
if you ever looking for a baby mama number two in Chicago, no, I'm just I'm kidding. But
Be careful, you'll fall in love.
oh, anywho, we'll continue this offline. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I
Most
cannot wait
definitely.
for the documentary, man.
Most definitely. And thank you, Kiki. And shout out to everybody always tuning in. WGCI has always been, supportive of Omarion and just Chicago in its entirety. You know what I mean? That's a special place for music. So, shout out to my Chicagians.
Yes.
And thank you, Kiki. It's always a pleasure.